Alright, what's up guys, this is Aracion, bringing you a little discussion vid. This is about an upcoming archetype known as Geargia. Now Geargia, they're an archetype, they're machine monsters. Now I am a big fan of machine type monsters. I built my own machine hybrid deck, so realistically, this is a big deal for me because I've been waiting on for machine support for ever, and it's good to actually finally get some good support. So the Geargia, they mainly look like gears. Obviously, the name says so, and they're based on swarm and exceed summoning. Now, the first one was Geargiano, and that's actually, I believe that is a TCG card right now. I have to look into that later. But yeah, that's the first one out, and now they're actually becoming an entire archetype. Now, how far their family is going to branch out, I don't know that yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, the 5 that are available are pretty alright. Now, the Geargia monsters themselves, they resemble gadget and wind-up monsters. So basically, wind-ups had babies with yet another archetype, and this one might not be as overpowered as Insectups, but it's still good support, and I believe it's a good archetype. Alright, so we're going to move on to the members. Of course, we got the first one, Geargiano. You can tribute this card to target one level 4 machine type monster in your graveyard, special summon it from the graveyard, but its effects on the field are negated. Now, this card is a level 3, 500 attack, 1000 defense, and it's an ignition effect. So this card gets Prio, not bad. And it targets a level 4 machine type monster in graveyard, so basically you'd be shooting for a rank 4 monster. Or if you have a way to alter levels, you can go for rank 5 if possible. I believe the heavy machinery rank 5 is pretty strong, but it's very difficult to summon, so maybe the Geargia archetype will make that a bit easier. And the members that aren't yet TCG, we got Geargia Cell. This is a level 4 machine, 1400 attack, 800 defense. If you control the Geargia monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in face-up defense position. When this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add one Geargia monster from the graveyard to your hand, except Geargia Cell. So, basically, it's a level 4, so again, you can go for rank 4 here. And it works off of Geargiano as well, because since this effect takes place when it's removed from the field, then it would bypass Geargiano's effect restriction. So that's one combo out of the blue, and you can basically use this to toolbox any Geargia from your deck. And there are no restrictions on the Geargia monsters, so basically if higher level Geargias were made, then this card would be able to search those too. But unfortunately, thanks to Xyz material mechanics, using this card as an Xyz material and then sending it to the graveyard will not trigger the effect. So that's a downside, but it can still pull out rank 4s, and it still combos with Geargiano. So it's a great card. It's an earth machine too, so you can probably combo these. You combo them with like Scrap Recycler or such. I can imagine Scrap Recycler being useful in this deck. So this might also become a Machina hybrid, a part of another Machina hybrid. You never know. Still gotta wait and see if there are any more other members. So next one is Geargia MK2. Now this is another level 3, so this lets you go into rank 3s. 1000 attack and 500 defense. Basically it's swapped attack and defense with Geargia. Yep. Yeah, it swapped effects, and this one is a trigger effect. Now when this card is normal or flip summon, special summon one Geargia monster from your hand or graveyard in face up defense position. This effect is mandatory, so, and it's sort of like a tour guide. Sort of like a tour guide boggart knight type hybrid thing, except from the graveyard. But yeah, I mean this will combo with Geargia, this will combo with Geargia Cell. This will pull out both of their effects. So we got another card. And since the card is in face of defense position, and I guess you can use it for more defense. If you got like some sort of combo going on. I haven't figured out any real combos with this deck yet. I'm sort of just like flying blind here. So I can imagine this being like a lot of use. Instant rank 3, instant toolbox, instant. I bet you can probably nab a lot of stuff with this card by combining with Geargia and Geargia Cell. So I mean you can probably go off synchros with this. You can probably combo this with Birdman. Probably go into like a Black Rose Nuke, kind of like how Gen X was. So those are thoughts. Next one is Geargia. Level 4 machine, 1100 attack, 1900 defense. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up, add one Geargia monster from your deck to your hand, except Geargia. Another mandatory effect. Another toolbox, and with 1900 defense, that's not bad. It's very reliable. It's not Snowman Eater, but it has defense of Snowman Eater. So, and it just says when this card is flipped face up, so it can be attacked and the effect will go off. It can be flip summoned and the effect will go off. And basically, I can imagine this having a lot of toolboxing. You can probably combo this with Geargia, since no, not Geargia. Yeah, Geargia Cell. You have it in your hand. You can special summon this. Go for rank 4, or I don't know, probably double toolbox Geargia Cell, special summon both of them, and then like, well, you can't tribute summon them because then you'll miss the timing on the effect, since it is a when statement and not an if statement. But I'm pretty sure someone will find. I'll eventually find some way to break these cards. Eventually, I'm very determined. So yeah, Geargia is a reusable toolboxer. 1900 defense is very reliable. 4-star for rank 4s. So I think this one is like one of the better of the cards. So yeah. And the last one is Geargia. another level 4 machine, and these are all Earth, so that's something to think about. Again, I can imagine Scrap Recycler being very reliable in this deck, a lot more reliable than, or just as reliable as it was in Machina Gadget. So I can definitely imagine Machina also hybriding with Geargia. I can definitely see that as a possibility, and focusing on rank 4 Exceed spam. And there are a lot of strong rank 4s already, so I think it's fairly possible. And as for Geargia Arsenal's effect, well, it has 1500 attack and 500 defense. This card gains 200 attack for each other Geargia monster you control, and you can tribute this card to special summon one Geargia monster from your deck in face-up defense position, except Geargia Arsenal. So my thoughts, well, it grows stronger based on the swarm tactics. So assuming you can swarm, I can imagine this card usually starting off with maybe 1900 attack and then going from there. So on average I'd imagine it having 1700 attack most of the time, just going from experience and like game mechanics. So that seems the most reasonable. And another toolboxer, you can tribute this card, so I imagine you do get Prio in that effect, and you get special summon a Geargia in face of defense. So I'd imagine you'd special summon Geargia Armor with this card, and then use this effect to flip it face down to continue toolboxing, maybe adding another Geargia Arsenal, or going for Geargia Cell, or even Geargiano. Yeah, you go for Geargiano, then tribute Geargiano to get Geargia Arsenal back. Tribute Geargia Arsenal to special summon another Geargia from your deck. And you can probably go overlay, or if you got synchro capabilities, you can probably synchro like that. Overall, just going through these cards, just by thinking about it right now as I'm doing this vid, I can imagine a lot of possibilities with these combos. If they had spell trap support, then I can imagine them being really viable, but since it's only the monsters for now, so judging from the 5 that are out right now, I see a lot of potential in these cards, and I can't wait to actually test them out. I'm actually hoping DN will upgrade or update to include these cards, because I'd really like to test. I for one really like to test them out. And well, that's basically it. So YouTube, let me know in the comment box what you think about Geargia cards, what you think about how the deck might perform, their potential of some combos you can think of. Let me know in the comment box. Subscribe, rate, comment, thumbs up if you like. And well, yeah, that's basically about it. Alright, peace out, YouTube.